The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Bittorrent video right now. 8% in green today. It's not much, I know. Some coins are getting like 20, 30, 40%, and you only get 8%. So like, what's happening? But I think I got some kind of explanation for that, so we're gonna talk about that. Also, we're gonna talk about this is the weekly chart. We fell through the 20 moving average, and right now we're still sitting below the 20 moving average, so we haven't picked up as much as some other coins have. There must be several reasons for that, but I think that's mostly because Bittorrent is not as popular as some other things are, so that's why it's not picking up. So I think after a big dump, if people, those that are buying, you know, they are getting these popular coins first, and then, you know, Bittorrent at the end will come eventually, I think. But right now, the Bittorrent is not very much talked about. You know, everybody's talking about Matic and you know, Polkadot and some other coins. You know, not so much each, and you know, not so much Bittorrent. But you know, once they start seeing the green candles, you know, they'll come back. Anyways, that said, we are below the 20 moving average on the weekly chart, and we are gonna try to get above the 20 moving average during the week, because if you do that, that's actually invalidation of the breakout. It's like we never were below the 20 moving average, and that's the best case scenario that can happen. So for technically what we want to do right now is during this week is get above 0.037, and that will be above the 20 moving average, and that will be more than good enough to continue the move to the upside. So you know, small steps at a time, but you know, we climbing, that's good. This looks like it's we are still below. Let me pull up the last moving average. You can see here on the daily chart. First of all, we gotta get into the charts, make my face small, the charts bigger, so you can see more of the charts, less of my face. You know, always a good thing. We got support on the 200 moving average on the daily chart, and that's a good thing. And also over here on the daily chart, there is something called Divergence. So the price is going down. You can see the price is going down, while the RSI, that's this here, this is a rubber band index. If we zoom out, you have to zoom out for this. Sorry, not zoom out, zoom in. You can see that it is going up, and that's a divergence. So it doesn't matter how much it goes too much or little, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that there is divergence. The price is going down, the RSI is going up, that's divergence. That means we're gonna get a pullback to the upside. That's the only thing that I'm caring about right now. We are getting that pullback, and this pullback will continue, and I'm hoping that it can continue above this first resistance that's gonna come for us. That's the 10 moving average, that's the white line, and once we get to the white line, I want to get above the white line on the daily chart. Now that's very important. So right now we are still below most of the moving averages. The only support we have is on the 200 moving average, but the 10, 20, 50, 100 moving average still acting as a resistance on the way up, and then we have all kind of other resistances up here that we have to break eventually. This is the one. Where is the other one? Somewhere here, give or take. So you can see these two resistors, 53 and 62, they have to be broken as well. But all of the resistances are between these points right now. So this is a big resistance area. So I'm thinking right now we should be able to go pretty quick all the way up to 0.44, and after that, once we start hitting the resistances, we're gonna see how this plays out. But this is the resistance area. This is the area to be broken. This is the area that we have to get through to the other side to actually continue. Now, before I was a lot less bullish, you know, because certain things, you know, but lately I've been trying to look at on-chain statistics, see what's actually going on, because this dump is a lot faster, happening a lot faster than I actually imagined it would happen. I'm thinking about crypto and Bitcoin dump. So I'm thinking that this isn't over quite yet. I'm still keeping the optimism up. And if this isn't over, then I can tell you with 100% certainty, if this isn't over, that Bittorrent will go above all-time high and go higher. Without 100% certainty. If this isn't over. And like I said, I'm a lot less bearish than I was. I'm actually bullish and optimistic right now, especially after this last dump. So we're gonna see how this plays out. On the 4-hourly time frame, now here is a very interesting thing that I wanna see what's happening. Let's pull this. Let's just remove the moving averages for a starter. And what we're gonna look for now is the trend change. So there were two very important trends in this after we started going down from over here. This is the first trend, and then you got a increasing second trend, and right now we want to break those trends. So the first trend went something like this. over here you can see, and this trend is still not yet broken, and we will eventually we'll have to break this the trend at one point and break the line. Once we break that line, the entirety of this trend is broken, and we are going to get some kind of other type of trend, but you know, that time when that comes. The one that I'm more interested about is this over here that's not yet broken, this steeper one. Okay, so this is a steeper trend that we went in. You can also see that we broke it somewhere around this part over here. So once we are starting going down here, we broke the trend and we create new very fast downtrend on the way down here, and right now I'm looking to end this dump. Okay, this dump, because this is going very fast. You don't want to continue in this speed towards the downside. So the only way this is going to end is if we break the trend line that's going on over there, and that we're gonna do if you break the 10 and 20 moving average. Now a lot of other coins, including Bitcoin, is breaking the 10 and 20 on the 4-hourly, so that might actually be very bullish for entire crypto market, not just for Bitcoin, and that's very important. That's why we do Bitcoin video every single day on this channel at 9:30 Central European time, every single day, live Bitcoin technical analysis. Why? Because it moves all your alts, so you need to know what's gonna happen. And you can see over here that we are actually getting above the first resistance as 10 moving average, and we have to get above 20 and the trend line. And once we do that, we are golden, like coin kids would say. We golden. Once we get above that, like that's the first resistance. That's the first, because then you are breaking technically this trend down here. You're breaking the trend. I'm not saying that we are going to continue to do upside. I'm saying that the trend is going to change, and changing the trend means either you go sideways, right? You change from downside to the sideways, or you maybe continue, maybe you make new trend to the upside, or we continue going down, but not as fast as this one over here. So you kind of change the trend. Once you break the trend line, you don't actually, there is not only like three trends, like down, up, sideways. You have down, you have more down, you have total capitulation, rug pulling down. You know, there is a levels of how much you can go, and how the different trend lines can be drawn. But right now the only thing I'm looking for is breaking of this 20 moving average and the resistance line. And if you remove 10, because 10 is already broken, that's over here. You can also see that right now that there is this bottom down here that's also acting exactly in this area over here. There's so much resistance up here, so if you can get above over here, like that's gonna do so much for price of Bitcoin. I think it suddenly is gonna be super bullish once it breaks this level up here. So this is at some kind of 36 levels, and I think we gotta get above that. We gotta get above that. Let's see how this looks on the weekly time frame, and you're gonna see that on the weekly time frame, that's actually this part here. Let me draw it with something else, like something like this. That's the weekly resistance over here. Can we zoom in on this a little bit and just pull it a little bit up? Come on, man, help me out. There we go. So there we go, and from here to there. So this is actually the weekly resistance, and you can see on the daily and the 4-hourly chart that it's actually really nice in the ballpark area of everything. So this is the thing we have to do. We got to get above this. Once we get above this, like you have broken so many resistances on the like it's gonna be bullish. So I'm really excited about what's gonna happen tomorrow. So stop by the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the notification button, and come back tomorrow, so we're gonna see what's actually happening tomorrow and how we're gonna do that. But if we cannot break the said resistance, we might fall, of course, again down, because the resistances are there to be broken. You know, nothing is certain, but if we do break it, it's gonna be good times. Thanks for watching, guys. See you around tomorrow. Bye bye.